Hello, beautiful people. It's that time again and that we do chit-chatting. Any day we sit like this, we'll bring you what really matters when it comes to touching lives, shaping society, really bringing up to speed what is the latest trends when it comes to organizations and institutions doing something good for humanity. Today, on the page here on GBC News, we're looking at the Street Academy and how we can get support, or how support is coming in for these less privileged children. The last time we had a group from the US, a group of teachers from the US in the studio. They said they are thinking of really coming back big to really come and support or assist them. Today, we have one of them, a teacher from the USA, and specifically Georgia-Augusta in the house. So today, we're looking at supporting the Street Academy. When we say support, is it only about the money? What exactly, when we say support, really means? Is it the things we bring together to give them, or there is more to it when it comes to support? Today, we are going to look at it because through Street Academy, we've been able to discover a world champion in boxing, Joseph King Kwangbe. People don't know, but we know. So let me introduce my guest. Today, I have this beautiful lady in my midst. She has sandwiched us. Okay, she's called Myia Angela Harris. She is a teacher at Georgia-Augusta in USA, and she's also part of the Center for Transatlantic Leadership and Progressive Studies, CTALPS, in US. Welcome. Wow. You happy?
Yes.
Great. Then we have the evergreen Ataa Lartey. That's all he wants to be known and called. Ataa Lartey. So, are you a veteran or you are still a young man?
I'm a concerned citizen.
So, when you hear Ataa Lartey, it's synonymous to really the real definition of philanthropist. This is someone who has decided to give his all to making sure that street children, especially in the Greater Accra Enclave and specifically the Gamashi area, are taken care of, are given something, shelter, food, education, you just name it, develop their talent. And so he's here, and today we're looking at their activities because very, very soon we'll be celebrating something for the less privileged in society. The months are getting closer, so they had an event here. So let me start with Ataa Lartey before I get to Myia here. Ataa Lartey, Street Academy, so far, where have you reached? What are you doing? 2022, what's COVID?
Well, first of all, let me thank those who are watching us from afar. And it's like we've put our hearts together to get these children so happy. We always said Ghana was among the first countries to ratify the Convention of Rights of Children. Supposed not to be on paper. So some of us have to put our hearts together and see how best we can support these children. But when you look at the UN Convention, talk about right of education, food, shelter, name it. So we said we'll do our best to put Ghana on the world map to see how best the children will also have equal share. If the UN is sharing something, Ghana should have its share. That's what we are doing now.
So when did this journey really start for you?
Back 1986 to
1986, yes. That you started this project.
Yes. You know, I started as a prison warder. My daddy was a prison warder, so that I joined the prison service. I was the first team manager of the prison boxing team. As my uncle, they all have to manage them. But so that wasn't it's a calling. I've been talking to some big pastors like Ampia Kofi. I told, it's the calling. It's that when they don't call you, you cannot do it. It's a calling. So my heart,
from 1986
as to now, this is what I've been doing, and I'm very happy when I see the children. I'm very happy. I don't seek. You
don't forsake?
I don't know. I don't see. When I see the children, then I'm healed.
Okay. Anyway, Myia, let me come to you. Have you seen the Street Academy kids?
Oh yes. I mean, it's just a wonderful thing that they're doing there. You know, kids that, you know, may not be able to get education, or they don't have money to pay school fees and things of that nature, they get to come and they get to learn. They have shelter, they get to eat. I mean, they work on their health. I mean, everything goes on there.
The phenomenon that you've seen at the Art Center, is it prevalent in the U.S.? Do we have similar things there?
Yes, we do. I mean, we have a really good public school system, so a lot of the things that that we do for children is done in the school system. I teach in a public school, and they have programs where they give them, the kids get free breakfast, they get free lunch, they get afternoon snacks. They have after-school programs, and they even send food sometimes to kids who may not have. Send them food packages for to get through the weekend. And so, yeah, we do have things going on like that anyways.
So what brought about this coming together to form this organization? When we talk about the Center for Transatlantic Leadership and Progress, you have it on your shirt, CTALPS. You said broken crayon, still color. What message do you really want to?
Well, basically, we're saying that sometimes we have, me personally in the U.S., I work with what we call special needs kids, kids that have learning disabilities. So just because they may struggle with reading, just because they may not catch on as fast as their peers, they still can learn, they still can progress if we take the time to work with them. So that's pretty much what we mean by broken crayon, still color. You know, just because that kid may be a little less privileged, they can still go far and be great. As far as CTALPS coming on board with Street Academy, they had a health initiative that they were working on, and what CTALPS does, we not only work with education and giving professional development opportunities for teachers in Ghana, we also have a health aspect. We work on physical health and also mental health. So because they had the health initiative and it was a great thing, we wanted to come on board and try to do what we can to give support.
So would you say since your arrival in Ghana and meeting the kids at Street Academy, your expectations have changed? What you really were thinking, was it what you saw on the ground, or it has beaten your imagination?
Yes, I mean, a lot of, in the public schools here in Ghana, I hadn't seen a lot of, you working with kids that may not, have, what they need. But with the Street Academy, it's like they take everybody, whomever is in need and needs a place and needs education, they take them. So it was just an eye-opener just to see that, actually happening here.
So with what you've seen, the other colleagues did indicate here on this platform that they will go and plan again and come back bigger.
Yes.
With what you've seen, what do you think will be the needs of these kids, the more that when you come back, you come and touch more?
Well, basically, when we go back, we're going to look into opportunities as far as getting resources for the kids. In the States, we waste a lot. So a lot of times those resources, we can gather them and be able to bring them to, here where it's really needed.
Great. Ataa, Lartey, with your interactions with CTALPS, what really do you see them really coming on board to come and support you going forward? What really do you see their arrival and what they intend doing for Street Academy?
Initially, they were welcome at the Street Academy. When I first met them, we were talking about resources. We have a computer lab, and they promised to come and refurbish our computer lab and talk about teaching and learning materials. They've come, when they came, I told them we need a lab, how do they call it? We want to show films to the children every Friday.
Okay.
So they brought us some machine. I cannot.
The projector?
The projector. I cannot.
projector?
I don't. Yeah, some projector with some 3 legs. It's not a normal projector that we are seeing here. It's some 3 legs. So there's a German guy there. He said he can use it. So we want to every Friday show the children some films for them to see how the world is growing and moving. It's not a matter of money alone, but it's a matter of resources that can get the place very, very
So
unique.
Ataa, Lartey, for the Street Academy, what really and do you need immediately that will bring comfort? I know you asked for when you say you need some things for the children. So what really do you really need? Is it classrooms? Is it
No,
tables?
so with the mercy of MTN, we are safe for now, but it's like table. And our priority is food. Our priority at the Street Academy is food.
How many children do you
Normally,
welcome?
we keep 80 children every academic year. So those who excel, we push them to the public school and we support their needs in the public school. So because we said, because it's free, bring everybody till we cannot contain them.
But averagely, how many children?
80 children. We have 4 classes, and every class have 20 children with 2 teachers. We don't want to bring more children so that it's like you are doing for doing sake. No, we want the quality out of the quantity. That's what we are doing there. So our priority there is food. A child knows he will eat breakfast at 8:30. He will come there at 8:29. When he eat finish, like going to unit, he will come back again and come back at 11 o'clock to come and take his lunch. So the priority there is food. It's food. But
so what will keep will let it
the
go
children
is
sustain them.
It's
there.
food.
Yes, food.
So if somebody is watching us and has bags of rice, oil,
He's welcome, and the children will pray for the person. The person will never die.
Lartey,
Yes.
if they bring in these things that they want, the children will pray for them.
The person will never die.
Interesting.
We have pastors there that can pray. They will do tongues.
The children.
So one day you come there, let them pray. I want to deliver you.
Okay, Myia. So with all these things that you've seen, when it comes to the stigma, do you feel that the stigma attached to they being homeless, they not having parents, they not having a place to sleep and working every day really is affecting them or can affect them?
It may affect them to a point, but what they're doing at the Street Academy is basically circumventing that. They can, they can feel like they have a home. So, I mean, as far as the food, yes, definitely, because if a child is not nourished, is not healthy, it's going to be difficult for them to learn. So, what they're doing is they're giving them a home, giving them a family. I mean, the kids there are like their family. So, yeah. So,
in terms of going back and then giving a message, what are you going to tell them about Ghana Street Academy?
Well, I'm just going to just give them the information, let them know that there is a great need. I have pictures, I have video, I have things that I'm going to go back and show and just lay it out and let them know that this is something that I feel that we need to support.
Oh, how soon should we expect you coming back?
I come every year. Our group, we come every year. I'm gonna try to come back sooner, maybe around December, Christmas time. But definitely, this time next year I'll be back again.
Great. Lartey, for somebody watching us for the first time, they've heard about the Street Academy here and there, blah blah blah. I want you to sell a message to them in 30 seconds. Why there is the need for them to just walk to the art center and ask of you guys?
Since over there, most of the children don't have proper parental guidance. So we need some support for the children to feel they are at home. Like Myia said, we want the children to feel they are at home. When somebody is sick, we have a clinic there. We have a nurse, 24 hours nurse who is there. And like the teaching and learning.
So you want
more support.
That there are counselors around.
Like the guy say,
so you need more
support, yes.
So let's say a group, let's say in the church, let's say the women's fellowship group can come and interact with the children, let them feel welcome. That's really what you want.
That's what I want.
But you don't need anything.
No, God is my side. So I'm not self-sufficient.
From 1986, you started doing this thing.
Yes.
How rich are you?
I'm not rich. No, I'm not rich. I'm from Pram Pram. I'm one of the traditional rulers in Pram Pram. So I'm fine with what I have. Money. It's like meeting you. You hadn't been to, I would never see you. I never meet. I've seen a lot of people. I go to places free.
Okay. How time runs fast. And so I know for a fact that out of the Street Academy, we've got great sportsmen and women. You are in charge of Street Academy. Give us some of the names that have become prominent through Street Academy for people to know that it is not you that is saying it.
Like Joseph Agbeku.
Joseph Kinkon Agbeko.
Ajete Lai. A boxer for Tete. And Richard Comey is now with immigration. 2000
Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Richard
Yes,
Comey.
Richard Comey.
Table tennis.
He's a product of the Street Academy.
Wow.
There are some few footballers like Francis Mante and Co. Francis Mante played for under 20. We have Ade Ankra. They are all product of the Street Academy.
Wow. Great. Myia, I'd like to say a big thank you to you for coming to Ghana to really come and continue supporting Ataa. Thank you very much for making time with us. We wish you guys all the best. Viewers, if you're out there and really you have enough, there are days we don't even know that what we have is enough. But probably when you get closer to the art center and then you ask of the Street Academy, if you look at the environment they are in and taking care of 80 children every day, feeding them morning, afternoon and evening, giving them free education, clothing and everything, and you think you have enough clothes there, don't put it in the dustbin, don't put it in the trash can. Bring it along, bring it to the Street Academy. All the books you have, story books that you don't read anymore, bring them, let them stock their libraries with all these things, and let's put a smile on their face. If Agbeku can become a world champion and he's a Street Academy product, you should understand that there is another Agbeku that will come, or another Zuma Nelson, and stuff like that. Thank you very much for doing the watching. The page will return same time tomorrow. Bye for now.